Yo, creeping in the dark, life nocturnal, dark and dark, both paths arboreal to terrestrial. Sticky toes gripping forest students that explore. Listen close, Gecko podcast, that's knowledge galore. Reptile talk, host Anthony and Jason. Trade secrets flow, no time wasted. From tropics to town, it's sight raining. With every chat, reptile game changing. Escaping heat waves, tan under rays, desert sand echoes, sun blazing days. Little hustlers, camouflage a maze, catch them speaking wisdom, the wild on replay.
What up, everybody?
Welcome to the Gecko Exchange, your number one gecko podcast in the country, maybe even the world.
Right? Oh yeah. So before we really get started, little show notes. As you know, we have joined Happy Dragons. Happy Dragons is a reptile first platform for owners and breeders. They're committed to is an ethically based platform for people to source, captive bred reptiles, suppliers, and everything like that. And it's a good way for you guys to get some good information out about your animals that you're keeping. They have a Discord. If you like to join, go ahead, just hit Anthony and I up, and we could go ahead and send you that link. They do vet everybody, so just make sure you guys are good to go. I said we'll see you guys there.
I have been dubbed a New Caledonian Gecko Helper.
There you go. Yes. I'm still trying to figure my part out. I know I'm doing a lot of the content stuff, probably some gecko stuff on there, and probably some care guides. So I'm working on a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Anthony's working on some stuff. But today we are going to be talking about some Strophurus. So, and we got Mr. Landen on again today.
Hello.
And we're going to go ahead and
fierce, diverse.
He's just getting ready. He's all good.
Sorry, I was spraying down some frogs.
Oh, you're all good, bro. You're all good. So, like I said, we're here to talk about some Strophurus. And so, how many do you keep? How many different species do you keep?
So right now, I think I'm keeping around 6 or 7. I'm keeping Ciliaris, Intermedius, Williamsi, Chrysalis, Tainacata, Spinagerus, and then Elderi.
Nice.
For everyone out there that doesn't know, can you tell us how many species there actually are in Australia? How many species make up the genus of Strophurus?
The whole genus of Strophurus, there's probably around like 20 different species. There's kind of 2 different classifications for Strophurus. There's your ones like your main ones, which are your spiny tails, which are Ciliaris, Tainacata, Williamsi. Those are all the ones that have like the tubercles on their tails and stuff for the most part. And they're also a lot larger. And then more of the arboreal species side of it. And then you also have your phasmid Strophurus geckos, which is what Elderi are. They're more of a ground dwelling, not so much arboreal up in trees. They live in grass called spinifex. So they're more often on the ground, and they're pretty much all a lot smaller, like around maybe 1 to 2 inches in length. Definitely compared to like 6 inches is what Ciliaris gets to.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. So I do have a question, because I was always wondering. So do all Strophurus shoot the goo out the tails, or is it just certain ones?
Yeah, from what I know, every single one has the capability to shoot the that goo, sticky goo out of their tails as a defense mechanism.
Okay, cool. Interesting. Now, what about? Have you seen any of them that actually have lost their tails, and have they regrown them back?
I actually haven't had any in my personal collection drop their tails, or I haven't gotten any that have dropped their tails. I have one female Tainacata. She has like a nub tail.
Okay.
she's just kind of missing the tip of it. We got her like that, but it was due to a bad shed, we were told.
Okay.
But other than that, no, I haven't had any experience with them losing or dropping their tails or anything like that or growing them back yet.
Okay, cool.
Do you know,
So-
are these geckos related to the Urodactylodes in New Caledonia that spray the stuff out of the tail?
Yeah, so they're all part of the Diplodactylidae.
Okay.
Strophurus used to be part of the Diplodactylus genus, and then they got separated into their own Strophurus
Awesome.
and reclassified. Yeah.
Very cool.
All right, cool, nice. So, I guess we'll maybe just kind of talk about a few of them, not all of them, because that'd be a whole lot of different. Oh, I'm sure there'll be a whole bunch of different.
Most
sets
of them are
questions.
pretty similar care.
Yeah, so we'll kind of like focus on Ciliaris, and let's talk about Eldorei just because not a lot of people work with them.
Okay.
So we can kind of like do like almost compare and contrast with all their stuff. So,
Cool.
so let's go ahead and talk about. So, what specific environments do both of those thrive in?
So Ciliaris are gonna live in like really twiggy trees. They're more northern in Australia. Hence their common name. They're the northern spiny-tailed gecko. But they're more often than not going to be found in like trees, but twiggy bushes and trees that are right around the same height as us, like 5 to 6 feet tall, around there.
Yeah.
And then Eldorei, they live in. It's called spinifex. It's a really thorny and spiky like grass bush that they have in Australia.
I have seeds. I bought Spinifex grass seeds. I couldn't find any plugs, man, so I ordered some seeds.
That's dope. If you can get those growing, let me know.
For sure.
I haven't been able to find spinifex anywhere or anything to do with spinifex, so I've kind of just resorted
I'll send you a
to.
link for the seeds. I could get you seeds. You could buy Spinifex seeds for sure.
Dope. Yeah, that'd be cool. But yeah, right there. That's one of my. I think that's the male in my pair that I have set up in my 18-inch cube.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Eldorei.
Yeah. So what are you using since you can't get like Spinifex? What are you using to do all this right here?
So that grass is, I forget what exactly it's called. I just kind of went to my my local plant nursery that I have here, and I kind of browsed, and I ended up finding that grass. Actually, I have a plug. Let me see what it's called. I have it right here.
I remember when he set that tank up. I remember that video. That's actually a video that put me on the mission to find the Spinifex grass is when he made this tank. Remember when he did this build, Jay?
Yeah.
Probably
That'll
over
be
a
it.
year, damn. About a year, over a year now.
It's called Juncus Carmen Gray.
Okay. So then that is live. Okay, so it's not even like
Yeah, so it was live.
Okay.
It grows green, and then I pretty much just cut it straight from the plant and then plant it while it's green and let it dry out while it's in the tank.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's what I did for both of these ones here. I can show you that. Can you flip the camera on this?
I think so.
I don't know how.
No.
Oh, but so I have this one down
There you
here,
go.
which is like a whole 40
Holy
gallon.
shit. Yeah.
That one I pretty much put in the entire thing when the grass was green, and now it looks like that since I think I set that up around 4 to 5 months ago.
Okay.
And I have three males inside that tank together right now.
Really?
Yeah.
No problems. You can house the males together then.
Yeah, from my experience, I've had pretty good success with cohabbing pretty much all the different species.
That's cool.
I haven't tried any males with any of the bigger species yet, cohabbing 2 males together. I plan on doing it with William's Eye. In the future, I want to run a 2.2 inside the same tank.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to experiment with that because I have my buddy out in the UK, Paul Overfield. He's done that and run it with 2 males, I think, and a female and 1 female, he said, and they were perfectly fine. So I'm gonna do some experimenting over the next couple of years as I get more of each species and see how each species cohabitates together.
How much do those things cost? If someone was going to buy one somewhere, what are someone to be paying for a baby or maybe even a pair?
For the Elder, I'm not too sure what they would go for right now. The last pair that I like saw offered, like breeding pair, was a couple years ago on Morph. I think it was Matt.
Oh, it was on Morph Market. Yeah.
Well, I got a group of 4 off of Morph Market.
Okay.
Almost a year ago now, and that's where my 3 males are from. So they're all related.
Oh, damn.
I got that original group with a female, with my original female. She's the one that ended up getting egg bound and passing. I got that group for around 2,000, I think.
Yeah.
So they're not like they're not a crested gecko or something basic. Someone that's interested in these is going to have to spend some money and really have to
Yeah, I have a proven pair. That one I got for around, I think, like 35 or 4,000. Before that, but that I also got that pair as well as the 2 babies that I have. I got those from Jonathan Lemming. So we kind of worked out a deal with it to where I sent him one of my males originally because he had a 2.3. So I sent him one of my males for free just to pair with one of his females. That way he would have a 3.3 for the season. And so he kind of hooked me up with that in a sense. So he's my good buddy, and so we kind of help each other out with shit. And
that's how it should be. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, but before that, the last price that I saw for one that was offered like publicly, it was $6,000 for a pair.
Ooh, wow.
God damn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that was from what's that?
There's definitely not a lot of people working with these then, huh?
No, I've come in contact with a couple other people that have. So I know that Tim Title, they have a little group of them. And then I've come across a couple people that have like single males and stuff like that here and there. But I'm pretty sure from what I've come across, me and Tim and their whole association that they have going on there are like some of the only people that have actual groups of them.
How's that working out for genetic diversity in the hobby? Like, what do you do if like are all your guys? I mean, I'm assuming they all got to be related anyway, right? If there's so few of them and they haven't imported them in so long.
Yeah, so my 3 males that are in that tank are related, but my pair that is in the cube right here, they're unrelated.
Okay.
So they're unrelated from each other and also unrelated from my males. And I'm pretty sure that
you're gonna start moving if you get females.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm waiting for those 2 babies that I have to raise up. Hopefully they both turn out to be female, and if they do, I'm gonna pair them with 2 of the males that I have down on the bottom. Because they're going to be unrelated from them. They're 2 of the males that Jonathan produced from his 3 pairs during last season.
I wish you luck. I hope they are.
Thanks. Yeah, it's going to be a long wait. They were born last year, so if they are female, they're not going to be ready to breed until around like 3.5 years. So we'll see.
You got plenty of time, brother.
Yeah, it's a waiting game, but I'm in it for the long haul. I'm trying to make...
Do most of the Strophurus take that long to become sexually mature?
No, not really. From what I've seen with other species, it's like 1.5 to 2 years for other ones, especially the bigger spiny tails and stuff. My Ciliaris that gave me all the eggs this year, she's like around 1.5 years, and she gave me over like 20 eggs this year for her first season.
God, dog.
And only
how many years,
fucking 4 of them ended up being fertile.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first beginning of the season.
Holy shit.
Well, because it was the first breeding season for her and the male. So I just think the male wasn't really getting it done yet. Yeah. And then towards the end of the season, they finally figured it out.
Shit, she was making them though. Damn.
Yeah, so I've had her in cooling for the last 1.5 months. They all the Strophurus besides the Elder have about like 2 weeks to go, and then I'm gonna start bringing the temps back up. The Elder I'm gonna leave in cooling for probably the next like 1.5 months. so they get like 3 months of cooling.
All right. Well, shit. Let's kind of get into that stuff. How long? How long do you put them in the brumation, and then or just a cool down? And what temps are you aiming for when you do that?
So all of them, besides the Elder Eye, I have going for 2 months. The Elder Eye I'm doing for 3 months. I'm keeping the temps right around like 65 to 66. If it gets to 67, I turn the AC on, so it drops during the day.
Okay.
And then at night, it's getting to like the high 50s inside along this whole wall. So I have my sliding door right here in the living room, and I just plug a fan right there, and I just have a fan pumping all night long with the door wide open. And then I have my window in the kitchen open as well, just blowing cold air through them.
So they don't get lights at all for like 2 months, or you just
UVB,
just UV
for like 2 to 4 hours UVB, and that's it.
Okay, so no. Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, because I don't. Well, so I know I do like just reduction in light time. So like not the cycling, but I still give them heat just a little bit, and I just lower it, like dim it really really low to where it's barely, like you could barely see it on. And I mean that could be a reason why I haven't had success with Ciliaris. Like the intermediates, they pump out eggs like Cresties no matter what.
Well, Ciliaris have been known to not really need a cool down period either. So it's kind of weird. And they definitely don't need it as cold of a cooling period. So I run all of the Strophurus. I have all my Strophurus on every single tank on top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5 tanks up there are just strictly Ciliaris. So I have a male in that little one, a pair in the acrylic big one next to it. The glass one in the middle, I have another male, and then another male in the one in the middle, and then I have the Corvo, my female, that gave me all the eggs on the very end. And so up there, I've noticed it does stay a little warmer, so it's getting to like 67, 68 up there, which is perfectly fine for them because they really don't need it that cold, and it's still dropping down to like 60 to 62 at night, with the very bottom being like 57 to 58 around there. So I purposely did that and moved all my Ciliaris to the Ciliaris to the very top, so they specifically weren't getting as cold as all the rest of the stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm still giving them a complete cool down for 2 months, and I'm not feeding anything in that time period.
Just about to ask you that too.
Yeah, so nothing has gotten food since I think it was the second week of December.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that stuff.
No issues.
Yeah, I haven't had any issues. I spray everything down once or twice a day. Usually one time a day. I'll spray everything down like either in the morning or at night, depending on what I'm doing. Yeah, that's about it.
Oh, cool. What are you feeding these little guys? What do you feed them?
So the babies, they're the only things that I have on heat right now. They're in my roommate's room. They're in Hector's room. Because he has like the tropical room. Essentially, he has all of his carnivorous plants and like house plants and stuff, and then all the babies and juveniles that are still growing up. But those guys, I'm feeding crickets and roaches, red runner roaches, nymphs, and like 2-week-old crickets.
Oh, okay. So super small.
Yeah, they're very small. So those ones, the Ciliaris, obviously, and the Taenicotta can have a little bit bigger. The Williams Eye, when they hatch out, they were eating like fruit flies and bean beetles. Same as the Elder Eye. The Elder Eye, well, actually, the Elder Eye, when I first got them from Jonathan, they were only eating like 1 to 2 day old crickets, pinheads, and then the small fruit flies, the Melanogaster or whatever fruit flies.
Wow.
But now the Elder Eye can eat the bigger fruit flies as well as like 1 to 2 week old crickets and the bean beetles. Same as the roach nymphs.
So, sorry. I'm just replying, folks. So let's kind of get into enclosure sizes with these, right? So from say a hatchling all the way up to like your breeding pairs and trios, what are you using? I know I use like little bins for my hatchlings. Like I use these right now. I just got them from
Okay.
Amazon. Yeah, it's a little got some little. I just put the little thing on there so to get the UVB right through it. Little
Nice.
sticks and stuff that I collect from the outdoors, just so they can go ahead and get all that good stuff. And then I got heat tape on the bottom, and then I just got the 12% up top.
Okay.
What are you
So
feeding yours,
how?
Jay?
Oh, they get small crickets. They
Big
go right
ashes
straight.
too, like pinhead.
Yeah.
Pinhead?
Yeah, they go like real small crickets. If I could find pinheads, I'll get pinheads. But if not, just small crickets, and I just limit on how many I actually feed them, so they don't
Yeah.
get overwhelmed.
Yeah, I'm usually only feeding like 2 to 3 crickets a night or every feeding.
Yeah.
And I'll try to
It's
like tongue feed the first 1 or 2, and then the last one I'll just throw in there
okay. Yeah.
and let them hunt the very last one.
Hmm.
So if they only eat one off the tongs and like turn away, then I'll just throw one in there, close it up, and then that's it. But if they eat them all, if they eat 3 off the tongs, then that's it, and then that'll be done.
Are these
Yeah,
guys
I
like
love
super
these little.
nocturnal, or
What's that?
are they nocturnal, or are they like crepuscular?
Yeah, so
or-
during the day, they're gonna find a spot in a tree, and they're gonna bask out in the sunlight all day long. And then at night, they're gonna climb down from that tree and go hunt for crickets.
Yeah, same here with mine. Well, even if the lights are still on, I can still throw crickets in there, and they're on it. Like they don't
Yeah,
wait for they don't wait for shit.
same.
Uh,
Especially if I haven't fed them in a day or two. If I come in and feed
yeah,
them during the day, they'll wake up right away if I put it right in front of their face.
yeah. I
Both you
mean, I
guys
find,
run UVB on your hatchlings?
yeah, I
Yeah,
do.
so
Yeah.
I run heat and UVB. I don't run heat tape. I run actual heat bulbs over the top.
Yeah.
But I'm using just the fruit fly cups, the big fruit fly cups.
Yeah, I was using those right when they first hatch out, and then
Yeah,
after a
so
few
I'm
feedings,
running.
I moved them to these.
Yeah, I'm running every species in this
Yeah.
for probably the first 2 to 3 months. And then after like around 3 to 4 months, the Ciliaris can get moved up. The Intermedius and Williams Eye, they tend to stay a little smaller. So they can live in this probably around like 6 months. And
Yeah.
then from there, I'll move them into like an 8x8x10 tank until they're around like a year and a couple months. And then from there, they can pretty much, Ciliaris, they can, once they're around a year to a year and a half, I think they can pretty much be ready to go into their full grown tank.
Oh yeah.
Especially at a year and a half, they should be pretty much full grown. And then I keep singles and pair Ciliaris in 12x12x18s.
Yeah.
For females, at least. I keep single females in that big. That way, in case or whenever I want to add a male to it, I can just add him without having to move her into a tank. The males I keep in smaller tanks. I keep them in like, I think it's like 10 or 10 by 10 by like 12s or 13s or something like that. It's just 5-gallon aquariums flipped up on their sides
Okay.
and turned arboreal. That's what that one in the middle is, right there.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
And then Elderai, the Elderai I'm keeping in more terrestrial style, I guess. Well, I do have a pair of female Ciliaris in an 18-inch cube as well. Hector's females are in there. And then we're gonna add a male into it in a couple weeks once I get all the heat turned up and then everybody fed for a couple weeks. Elderai though, they need more terrestrial style tanks.
Look how small! Holy shit!
Yeah, they're tiny.
Oh, savage too.
I've
Oh
pretty
yeah,
much
man.
you can pretty much get every single species to eat off tongs for you, like from the
Yeah.
get go. I've had success with getting them to eat off the tongs right at the Like the first
Oh
one
yeah,
or two times I tried feeding them.
tongs. I could get them eat off my hand. I can have them crawl onto my hand. I can feed them.
Yep.
So easy. Like,
Yeah, they're
and
little
like
like
when they
they're little
see the
micro
cup coming,
volleyball.
yeah, like even the little babies when they see the cup coming, dude, they're all on the glass. Like, yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Come on, I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm ready to eat. It's funny as hell. But
yeah,
yeah,
it's
definitely, yeah.
Get those eyes, man. What a beautiful freaking gecko.
and then the elder eye babies, I've been keeping them in tarantula cribs. Um, it's the large cuboid tanks. They're terrestrial tanks. They are, let me see what it is. It's 14 long by 10 deep by 8 high.
Okay.
Decent size little tank.
And that I just have like a bunch of little grass in there for them. And
So,
then
Bioscapes was asking, he's like, in terms of activity, are William's Eye more dynamic and, oh, damn it, hold on. Oh, are more dynamic and climb and jump around more than the nocturnal species? So I'm guessing he's trying to compare like Lachodactylus William's Eyes to Strophurus William's Eye.
um yeah, the electric blues, I mean, they're just going to be way more active during the day. They're going to be like awake, and like if you go to their tank, they're going to run away more often than not. Hector has a trio of electric blues in his room, and they're just, you can't really compare them in a sense. Like day geckos are just way faster of a species in general.
Oh, hell
They
yeah, man.
they dart and they like
They scared the shit
teleport.
out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strophurus during the day, they're just gonna be hunkering down on a branch and not really moving at all. They might move around to get a different temperature gradient, but they're not gonna be like foraging and
Yeah.
rummaging around the tank like they would be at nighttime.
God.
And even at nighttime, they're not geckos to run around and jump around. They walk and they crawl and they are very deliberate with their movements more often than not.
Yeah. I
Um,
always tell people that they're snipers, man, when it comes to feeding. Like
they are.
they will I've had multiple times where a cricket will jump into the air and they will jump in the air as well and snipe it out the air. Like
Oh yeah,
you don't see many geckos try to do that, and but they're one of them that will, and it's
yeah.
awesome every time.
I've had ones to where I will be going up to the tank with the cricket and the tongs, and they will jump out onto the tongs and eat it and like catch it midair, and I'll just be holding them with their mouth wrapped around the cricket.
Yeah,
They'll like jump out of the tank onto it. It's
yeah.
ridiculous.
I think the only clumsy ones I've dealt with are the Ciliaris. Like for some reason, like they're pretty clumsy when it comes to like trying to get a cricket, but like the intermediates, like assassins.
Yeah, I mean, it all just depends too. I've had some each species that struggle at times. I
Yeah,
think it's just the mood you catch them in too,
yeah,
because I don't know. Sometimes it seems like they're more distracted with other stuff, and they could care
yeah.
less about the food. So it all just depends.
So with this build right here that you're doing, for your Tenakata, uh,
hmm
can you go explain those layers that you were doing?
Yeah. So pretty much on all my adult tanks, I was giving them an extra um, layer of peat moss for the cool down, just to kind of help with humidity. So I
Okay.
did around like an inch or two of peat moss mixed in with like leaf litter, uh, and then just capped it with sand, just to kind of
Okay.
hold and help with humidity a little bit during the cool
Okay.
down.
Damn, those are cool. Fuck, man. Like I was over here trying to say, yeah, I'm about to go work with all Montaigne shit, and then now I have to look at this, and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna have to go back every
Yeah,
time.
man.
Every
The
time.
babies are super easy
Oh
too.
yeah, that.
I've gotten all my info pretty much about keeping them from Frank Colachico on his YouTube, The Reptilian Diaries.
Yeah,
Uh,
Hell yeah. I love that channel.
yeah,
yeah.
You should make some more videos, man.
I know. Yeah,
I always tell him that shit too. Be like, man, I'm busy. I'm like, I know, but come on,
yeah, he's
man.
doing live stuff. But no, his all his older videos about the going to Australia and herping and stuff. They're some of my favorite videos to look back on and
Competitively, I watch those.
check
videos.
out.
Right? You know, every time I need a refresher, I was like, all right, let's put this on real quick.
Yeah,
So do you wait for yours to drop duds before you start like pairing them up, or what's your process with all that?
Yeah, so that's where I messed up with my Elderai. I bought
Okay.
them the original group as ready to breed, um, as like they were ready to breed. So I just assumed the female was ready to go. I paired her. She ended up getting egg bound and passing, but from that I've decided that yeah, I'm not gonna pair anything or any females until I get duds from them, or they're at least like 2.5 to 3 years old if they don't lay duds.
Yeah.
At least for the elder I too, especially I have no problem waiting however long just to make sure, because Jonathan ended up having or getting eggs from another one of his females, and she like crashed after she laid. So they can just be really fragile during the
Okay.
breeding season, the females.
Is that like a calcium crash or?
I'm not too sure what it was. She like was just like declining food. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
okay.
Yeah.
Hell, mine's declining food right now. I'm hoping that she's ready to lay. Like she's all fat and she's fat right now, so I'm hoping like she's laying any day now. Because Wednesday she took food. Like Monday and Wednesday she took food. Like she's usually the first one to go after food before the male starts. And yesterday when I fed them, she looked at it like, "Nah, I'm good." And like she's nice and round on the bottom part. So I was like, "All right, you're almost there. Let's go." Like
For
so
real.
I've had so much, like I'm not gonna say struggle with them, but they just haven't. I haven't been as successful with them with the Ciliaris as I have been with the Intermetus.
What
So
are
and
your tank parameters for the adults?
so 12 by 12 by 18. They got their heat source right here. So got like the 25 watt heat. So it's about 95 to like 96 up top now. Because I brought them back up. And of course they get their 12% UVB. And since now they're warm, I do a heavier spray so they know it's time to mate. Uh, but this is a new female this time, so because my other female passed, she got egg bound and she
Yeah, I
passed.
remember you saying that.
Yeah, so this is a different female with that male. But
Okay.
like I said, I haven't seen them mate or anything, but it looks like she has eggs in her because she is, like I said, she is much more round right now. So, uh, my only thing is like, am I messing around too much with their lay box or what? Right now I got in there like peat moss and vermiculite. I used to
Okay.
do like sand with like the Repti jungle stuff because that's what my intermediates like to use. Like I never had an issue with them. Them, we'll see. Like, cause I keep playing around with their lay box, so I don't know if that's just messing
You're
with them or
using a
not.
designated lay box in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you land in, or do you just let them lay in the substrate?
Yeah, I have lay cups. I just use the bug cups. I use the shorter ones though, so the ones that are like this tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got.
I run like a 75-25 sand to peat moss mix
Yeah,
inside each one. I do that for every single species pretty much.
yeah.
Um, okay.
Any information on what these things are doing in the wild as far as laying? Like where they lay? Do they have preferences? Like
Yeah,
where?
I mean they're just laying at the bases of the trees that they inhabit.
Yeah, I know. Steph said that all hers would never lay in the lay box. They would always lay in the underneath the lay
My
box.
Tainakata female is the only one that's done that.
Yeah,
All my
and
other
like
ones have laid in the lay box. So my Williams eye and my Ciliaris, they both lay in the lay box.
yeah, and my intermediates laid in the lay box. Even, like my Sailor Hours from last time, she laid in the lay box as well. So it was just like trying to figure out what they like and what they don't like right
You
now.
should bump up the heat a little bit on the Ciliaris. Give them a hotspot of like 105.
Okay, all right,
I run mine. I have a 35 watt halogen, but it
okay,
sits directly on top of the tank, and I have a piece of wood
yeah,
that is
yeah,
literally
yeah,
2 inches from the
yeah.
bulb, and she
I've seen them.
sits there and basks there almost every single day during the summer.
Yeah, that usually I see them right up here, right where the Oh fuck, you can't even see me.
What's the incubation time look like for these guys for Strophurus in general? Is it drastically different from species to species, or do you find that in general
No, yeah, they're
Strophurus?
all pretty similar
Yeah.
from what I've found. They're all around like 50 to 60 days around there.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Yeah,
Anything
like
to do?
two
You
and
know
a
anything
half.
with temp and sexing them at all, or are they like not one of those type of species where you can?
I'm not too sure. I don't think anybody has done any or been able to get any like temp sex stuff like that. Or, but I'm not too sure. I incubate all of my species. Well, I incubated the Williamsi and the Ciliaris at 82 degrees, and I had from the eggs that were fertile, I had 100% hatch rate from the fertile eggs.
Nice. What about percent? You get 50-50, male, female, or are you finding it
I'm not
any
too sure yet. The
consistency, any
oldest
pattern?
babies I have is one Tainacata. It's around 4 months old. And then the Ciliaris babies, they're still around like 3 months. So usually takes around like 6 months to a year to sex them.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know though. Because I've heard that you can sex other Diplodactylus geckos with UV light. So I got a UV flashlight and I'm going to see if their pores glow or not.
Yeah, try that, boy.
Yeah. They're just so freaking
I've
tiny. It's
seen
hard
it
to
on like an actual, like, I knew it was a male, like my male in here, but when I flashed like the UV thing, those things glow.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, but I just don't know how small of a baby it'll work. But
Well, they say like the pores are supposed to glow brighter than anything else, right?
yeah, and that's what was glowing real bright. It was those pores. So
Yeah. Just got to have that comparison, I guess. You got to do it as their babies, and then once they grow up, see what they turn into, and compare that over the
That's
next
only way
couple.
to sex these things, huh? There's no like visual sexual dimorphism, like no difference.
Yeah,
in
the males just have
patterns or
nuts.
colors. It's a good way to tell, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've talked to my buddy Thomas, and because when we was talking about intermedius, he was like doing something where he started noticing like the ones with reticulated patterns were like, I can't remember if he said were males or females, and the ones that were spotted were generally like males or something like that. He started noticing that with them. So I don't know if
with the Williamsi?
No, with the intermedius.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I have females that have really good reticulation.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, I could test it out and see, but no,
Like the one I
know I
got
had a
from
male.
you, the very first one I got from you that you produced, that female has really good patterning, and she has, especially on her tail has a lot of black reticulation on it.
Yeah. Well, what's called White got that breeding pair now.
Yeah, he sent some pictures.
Yeah.
He was gonna send me the other male that he got with it as well, and I'm probably gonna pair that one with the female that I got from Justin from Legacy Herps.
Yeah, some reason I don't know why. So that's the only one. If you look at the tail, is rounded. So
That's
the
how
rest of them are all pointy. So I don't know.
Intermediates is.
Yeah, and it hatched out like that too. So it didn't have like a bad shed or anything. That it just
I
really
think I remember
straight from the
talking about
egg.
that. It looked like the Williams-I tail kind of.
Yeah, it was weird. I was like, "What the hell is this?" But I just called them Williams.
You're only working with the Intermediate Centra first now, right? Or I mean, Ciliaris.
Well, now Intermedius is done because I gave him. I gave him my breeding pair, and then I got 3 more that are going to Emilio over at Nightfall Exotics.
Oh hell yeah, sweet.
But no, so it's just gonna be Ciliaris for right now.
Okay.
Until I make a move and be like, oh, I need some Tenacata.
Yeah, hopefully this year I'm gonna have both females producing, and we can get some unrelated pairs going on or something.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on like because Australia's been closed since what, like 1976. So what is your thought on all this bloodlines and stuff? Where do you see the future on that? Yeah. Where do you see the future going with all these Aussie reptiles?
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of gonna stay around the same for most species. I think it's gonna kind of stabilize. I mean, especially Ciliaris. Ciliaris and like Intermedius and Tanicata have pretty good bloodlines and blood pools here.
Yeah.
Same with Williams Eye. Those 4 species were like 4 of the most imported species when they were bringing them in. So those ones I'm not too worried about. It's the other species that might take a dip, like Wellingtone has recently. Yeah. Wellingtone, I haven't been able to find really anything recently besides maybe 1 or 2 leads.
I think Matt's trying to look for them as well.
Yeah, there was 1 male that was sold on Morph Market last year.
Yeah.
I tried hitting the guy up that sold it. He never responded to me. I hit him up on Facebook and Morph Market, and he never responded to either one. So that was kind of dead in the water. Spinageris, I feel like there's still some pretty good bloodlines out there. There's still quite a few different people working with them. I don't know. It all just depends on the way that the people that are keeping the more rare ones decide to go about it. Like for the Elder Eye, I don't really plan on releasing any like any at all to anybody for probably the first, like the next 2 to 3 years until I can get those babies sexed up and then kind of go from there.
Yeah, definitely got to build up those groups and have some diversity.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to try to get a couple bloodlines going at least before I start releasing them to people. That way I can, because I don't want to just sell one-off males or females here and there to random people. I want to get breeding pairs into other people's collections. That way more people are producing them. They're not an animal that like is prevalent like all these other animals, and so I think it's our responsibility to like keep them going in that sense.
Definitely is.
So that's my whole plan with it. I'm going to try to get a couple bloodlines going. I'm going to try to get them producing this season. If I can get some babies producing of my own, and if Tim Tidal and them can get a couple producing, I'm going to see if they want to maybe swap a couple.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, and then just keep going from there. And then hopefully once I have maybe like 3 or 4 separate pairs producing, then I'll start releasing like pairs and just younger pairs, I guess, for people to raise up.
Yeah. So I remember. So you were saying that you put, even for your hatchlings, you do like heat from the top. So what kind of fixtures are you using for that? Like because you put them on like a baker's rack, right?
Yeah. So I'm using the same fixtures that I'm using for the adults. I just have them suspended. So I'm using 35-watt halogens.
Okay.
But I have them suspended like 5 to 6 inches above the cups and tanks. Same thing with the UVB. I'm running a 12% UVB on all the babies. And then I have that suspended around like 6 to 8, around like 6 to 8 inches above the cups.
Okay. So I mean, so the fix, are you using like those individual domes, or are you using like one big fixture that, like, I know there's like there's a Zoomet or Exoterra one that you can use where you can put multiple bulbs in.
Oh no, yeah. So I'm using the ones that have the domes, but I've pretty much taken all of the metal domes off of them, and I'm just using the ceramic fixture at the top. And I just have the ceramic fixture with the bulb directly screwed into it, and then that's just floating above the cups and tanks.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because I always kind of wondered with that one, just because it's like, all right, how am I supposed to get heat to all these babies without like fucking them up with too much heat?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like to run heat tape for them, just because they're not a species that's gonna sit on the floor and absorb the heat. They're gonna be like up on a branch all day long. Yeah. So I kind of just makeshifted it and made it work.
Yeah,
gotta do.
And so right now, how I have it set up in his room, I have them all on the bottom row of the baker's rack, and it's the wire racks. So I took the cord, I tied it to the, like, in between the wires on the rack above, have it suspended, and then for all the babies that are in cups, I have them just going side by side. So I have one in front, one in back, and I have 8 of those. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, and then I have 3 heat bulbs above them going in between all of them, and then a UVB bar that goes across them as well.
Okay. Yeah, I might have to start changing some stuff up and try to get that going.
What is that right there, Mopani?
I have no idea, to be honest. I think it's. I honestly have no clue.
Buying it, or are you getting it from somewhere?
Yeah, I'm getting it from my buddy's shop.
It's nice, some nice branches, man. Super cool.
Yeah, I've used that in, like, whatever, like the red. There's ones that are like red. They have a red kind of skin on them.
Yeah, I think that's Mopani too. There's
like a mark on it. Probably. That's what I use for pretty much all the arboreal, bigger spiny-tailed strophs.
Okay. So it looks like you're doing a bio. So how has it been doing a bio for these arid geckos?
It didn't work out. All the isopods died.
I've been there. I've tried it, and they just fucking died out. Like, I gave them a little area of nothing but sphagnum moss, so they would go in there and stuff. They just died out. They're like, I was like, all right, whatever, fuck it, I'm over this shit.
Yeah, I think it's just too small of a tank and too hot. Everything just dries out because even during the summer, I'm only spraying everything once a day. And by the time it's like nighttime, everything is completely dried out. It dries out literally within like 30 minutes. Especially with how I have them set up on the rack. So pretty much every tank from below is getting heat from below from the heat bulb that's under it. So it's just constantly hot out here during the summer.
So how often were they?
I always get them mixed up to Manzanita and Mopani. I think Mopani's the African one.
Yeah, I think it's Manzanita.
Yeah, Manzanita's the one you can even get in Texas. I mean, it grows out here somewhere too. But that's the one I think that he's right. That has the red bark.
Yeah. So those are the females that produced all the babies this year.
So what's their does their gestation period change from species to species for you?
Yeah, it's all kind of random. Usually it's around like a month long gestation.
Okay.
My Ciliaris, her Corvo, she was laying eggs for me every like 2 to 3 weeks for probably 2 months straight.
Yeah, that was like my intermediate. She would lay like every 21 days.
Yeah, it was nuts.
I literally had a time mapped out, everything. All right, she laid this day, boom. So I literally set my calendar, boom, she's gonna lay on this day. And I'm usually about between like 3 to 5 day buffer right there, just on either side of that. And same thing with their hatching as well. I know it was like between like 50 to 60 days. If I put it like about between like 80 and 82 degrees, it would be about 50 to 60 days. I think my Ciliaris took longer to hatch out than my Intermedius.
Yeah, my Ciliaris took longer than the Williams Eye as well.
Yeah. How long did they take?
The Tainacata all hatched out a lot smaller.
Okay.
Even though my female Tainacata is freaking huge, she was only giving me 1 fertile egg at a time instead of 2. So, but it's fine. The first 2 babies that did hatch out that she laid in the tank, that hatched out in the tank, they hatched out big. Yeah, those ones hatched out really big compared to the last one, at least, because the last one was like the last egg of the season. She laid it literally a week and a half before I turned the lights off. And I was like, oh, this bitch. I was like, I was cooling them. So for my cooldown, I ramp all the hours down. I don't like decrease the heat in a sense. I just ramp the amount of hours the heat is on. So I go from 12 hours all the way down to 4 hours. And then, so I'll pretty much drop down an hour every single week once I start that cooling period. Once I get down to around 4 hours of heat, I'll feed 1 week, and then that very next week I don't feed anything while the heat is on for 4 hours, and then I completely turn the heat off. And during that week where I wasn't feeding anything, or the week before I was going to stop feeding, her and Corvo both laid single eggs.
Oh shit!
So
I wonder if that's
kept
common
everything in
because
with heat a week longer, which is why I still have everything in cooling now. I kept everything with heat for 4 hours a day for an extra like week and a half to get all the females plumped back up, and then turned it all off.
Interesting.
yeah, I wonder if that's common because, like you said, they laid 1 egg. Because, like I said, the female that I had from last few years back, she would only lay 1 egg at a time. So I'm not.
Yeah, I think it just depends because my Ciliaris and the Williamsi, they were both laying 2 eggs.
Okay.
And I think she's had clutches before where she's laid 2 eggs as well.
Okay.
But I think they were infertile clutches. All her fertile clutches have been single eggs, from what I've found.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know what's going on.
Have you ever tried keeping 2 different species of Strophurus together?
No, I have not.
I'd imagine that with there being so many species, though, in the wild, some of their ranges probably overlaps, no?
Maybe slightly, but not very often, no. Only like a couple species might overlap, but with Australia being so big and widespread, Strophurus are literally across the entire continent.
They do. I was just going to ask, too. They cover the whole damn continent.
Yeah, they're northern, southern, east to west. They're everywhere you can find a Strophurus.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Colors are amazing. I didn't even know they came.
Yeah, man. And honestly, I love those. So the one that you were showing off earlier, like it's almost just like black and white. Now, does it fire up with any orange, or is it just strictly just black and white?
That baby?
Yeah. The one I remember I said on there, I need one of those.
Oh yeah. So their colors are still coming in right now, but
okay.
That one specifically, it has quite a bit of like orangey yellow coming in on the tail.
Okay.
They both kind of fire up light and dark like that. Corvo and Trucknuts, the dad, they get completely white during the day.
Yeah.
And then at night they have a like really dark patterning. So I don't know. It's really variable. It's really hard to like judge anything based off the parents because you can really get anything. The most recent 2 babies that hatched out, one of them is freaking weird. It has like heather gray across its entire body.
Wow.
So it's not like no white or anything. It's just heather gray.
Are these traits that you guys both work with them? Are there can you like selectively breed any of these traits or colors and kind of strategically get like your desired outcome? Like
I think so, yeah.
Or knobtails, like can you work with?
Yeah,
from what I've seen,
like
yeah.
High black line. There's like high black lines and high orange lines that you can get.
Yeah.
And pairing those animals together is obviously going to give you a lot more higher of a chance to get animals that look like that.
Yeah. Yeah, because generally, I mean, if you see like I said, you see like Susan stuff, he'll say like this from my high orange pairing, this is from my high black pairing, this is my eyelash pairing, all this crazy shit. So
yeah,
there definitely is. Like I said, I got one that's like almost salmon pink. Like my male, like when he's fired up, he's like salmon pink.
Really?
It's ridiculous. And then when he fires down, like his tail is like almost yellow, and then like his body's all kind of gray. What's that?
Is there names for these, like the colors, or would it just be like a high?
No, it's just orange, high black, low expression, stuff like that.
What would these be called?
Those ones are just yellow. They're not really like high expression. They don't have any like yellow on their backs or anything. They just have a lot of yellow on the tail.
Well, so the color can go all the way up onto the back then. It's not just designated to the tail.
Yeah, so my female, she has a lot of orange like on her head and her back. And the very first baby that hatched out, it's already starting to get a lot of orange. The same like V pattern and orange on the baby's head.
So there's a lot of room to be done. Like there's that's like, I know it sounds crazy to a lot of people that are like purists and naturalists or whatever, but there's a lot of people out there that like to evolve a species, if you will. You know, they want to get two animals that they like the look of and, you know, make this desired animal. And it's not always possible with every species, but it seems like with these guys, you can actually enhance certain characteristics, you know, one might have
Yeah.
a desire for. That's super cool.
Yeah, you definitely can. So like that's kind of what I'm working for right now is I'm trying to work on a high black and orange line.
Nice.
My female is from a high orange with partial like black lineage.
That's nice.
Which is why she has all like the black polka dots and stuff going up her back on her dorsal, as well as like all the orange on her spine and stuff as well. So if I paired her, my whole like reasoning behind the pairing this year with the male that I paired her with is I paired her with a male that has maybe like one spike that has yellow on his tail, and he just has a shit ton of black.
Nice.
Cool.
So that was kind of my goal. I'm trying to get some of the black mixed in with all the orange as kind of like a starter, and then see what it gets me. Because I have another, or Hector has another another male that's from an actual black line, but he's like 8 years old. So I'm gonna pair him with her this
What's
season.
the lifespan on them?
Around like 10 to 15 years.
Okay.
So I'm going to pair him with her this season, see if they give me anything fertile, see if he's still has fertile sperm. And if he doesn't, then I'm just going to send Corvo over to Wyatt to pair with his super high orange male that he got from Tremper.
Is that a regrown tail right here?
No, that's the female I got from you.
Really?
Yeah. Her
Why
tail
is
is
that tail?
fat.
Yeah, that
It's
tail
huge,
looks
huh?
like it looks like it just got cut off or something, and then boom, grew back. That's crazy.
She has probably the nicest tail out of all the Williams eye that I have.
Oh wow.
It's super thick and
Yeah, like it's like almost carrot tail like.
yeah.
Do all these species have these crazy eyes, or all of the Strophurus have like these?
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Like I know, like Tenacata, there's like 3 different subspecies because they all got different eyes. It's
Yeah,
like
so there's
silver,
3 subspecies,
green.
but the subspecies that we have in the States, you can get 2 different colorways on the eyes.
Okay.
You can get yellow eyes or red eyes.
Yeah.
Really?
And there's like another one that's a silver eye one, right?
Yeah, so
Okay.
there's Tenacata abiculosis or something, which is a subspecies, and then there's another one. One of them has like silver slate blue eyes, and then they all have different patterning on their backs and tails. So some of them, the polka dots are way more spread out, and then like the striping on the tails is completely different on all of them.
And just like look how personable that shit was. Like it literally just walked onto your hand like it was nothing. It's like, all right, it didn't even try to run away or anything. That's why I always try to tell people too. Like, dude, these geckos will mess with you. Like they will like come onto your hand, chill out. Like I used to have a baby that I would put on my shoulder while I go and feed everybody, and then I'll give that one a cricket, feed everybody, give that one a cricket, and it just chill on my shoulder.
Yeah, they're super dope.
There's a purple tongue, right?
Yeah.
I think it's blue. Yeah.
Or
Blue?
purple,
So is their
purplish
mouth
blue.
The same color too? Is their mouth their whole mouth blue?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it depends on the species. So Ciliaris, they have orange mouths and orange tongues.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tenacata, Williams eye, Intermedius,
All the blue.
they all have blue tongues or blue mouths, like blue lining on the inside lip part where their gums are, and then they have black tongues.
That's crazy. What did they use it for? Anything? Have you observed anything? Do they use it for hunting or defense?
It's a defense mechanism. So they open their mouth super wide, show off the color to show that they're poisonous, and then they'll stick their tail straight up, and then they shoot the goo out of their tail at you.
Yeah.
Species, man.
So as far as like supplements, what is like your supplement rotation with them?
So for Strophurus, I give them quite a bit of calcium.
Yeah.
For juveniles, so I'll start off with babies. My babies, I'm giving them calcium every other feeding.
Okay.
And I'm feeding every single day for the first 3 months. Every other feeding that I'm not doing calcium, the ones where I'll do one feeding that I don't dust anything, and then the next one after I do calcium, I'll do multivitamin. I've been using this new one. I've been kind of switching it up between the Arcadia calcium and then this Mineral calcium.
Oh, the OG shit.
Yeah, so I started using the Mineral a little more, as well as the Herptavite.
Is that Mineral the outdoor one or the indoor one?
Indoor.
Okay.
That, and then for the vitamins, I'm using the Herptavite vitamins.
Okay.
And then on top of that as well, I'm gut loading all of the bugs with the Vidal.
Okay.
So I'm dusting all
the carotenoids with any of these things with the high colors. Have you tried any like those like color enhancing things?
No, I haven't. I don't know. I haven't really seen the need to, especially like if you're giving them all the right vitamins and stuff, they develop their colors just as nice without it. I feel like, yeah, I don't think they need it.
Williams, are there more than one? We got a question here.
Yeah, well, because he was, I think Bio was thinking Lycodactylus. We were talking about Lycodactylus Williams eyes. Because instead of Strophurus Williams eye. And I was like, there's quite a few. Yeah.
Yeah,
there's
it's
quite a few of them.
Geckos.
Yeah.
Those
So,
are cool
with your
enclosures, man. That's a
yeah, these all tarantula cribs?
Those ones are Herp Cult tanks.
Oh, Herp Cult? Okay. Nice.
Yeah, but I'm kind of. What's that?
I didn't know they made them that big.
Yeah, that one is I think it's a 12 by 12 by 20 or 19 or something like that.
That's a nice size.
Yeah, they're cool.
That's good.
I like them. The magnets are just a little strong, so if you're not like there holding it, it snaps shut really strong, really hard.
How much do they cost? How much do they run? My bad, Joe.
Those ones are like 150, 170, around there, I think.
More than glass, a little bit more than glass tank.
Yeah.
Well, much more convenient. You probably
pretty relative. Yeah, and they're a lot lighter.
Your cat's killing me, dude.
Yeah, they're funny.
Oh man, is this the same cat that keeps getting in all that trouble?
No, so he's actually good. He's my very first cat that I got when I was living in Vegas a couple years ago. Okay. He's around 3 or 4 years old now. It's the 2 kittens that have killed a couple animals.
Damn.
Yeah, so the gray one, Ash, she killed one of the baby Tenacata.
Damn.
I don't know which one of them killed the male Cartier.
Oh, that's the one we were talking about earlier. Damn.
Raven killed one of the round-tail horn lizards.
Damn.
Yeah, she like broke into the tank and broke my mesh.
Oh shit.
She tore the mesh open while it was on a rack, so I had to put it up higher. Yeah, that was fun, waking up to her dropping a horned lizard on my chest in the morning.
God damn.
Like it's a freaking prize.
Right? Oh, man. Yep, cats do what cats do.
Yeah, it was my fault. I had the tank down, so. It's got to be better about shit. Not leaving shit off the rack and like down to where they can get them if it's not an actual tank, if it's a makeshift tank.
Yeah. Lessons we learn, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So what kind of medium do you use when you incubate? Was that perlite or was that that hatch right?
So I was using perlite at first, but I switched over to the Rapashi clay hatch
Okay.
medium.
What was that? What was that? Why'd you make that decision?
Just because perlite gets all over everything, and I don't know. I just feel like the clay is more sanitary. I guess I haven't
Okay.
had any problems with mold in any of the clay. Even after like the eggs will hatch, I'll leave the eggs just open inside the incubator for like a week or two, and they still won't mold over. Whereas if I were to leave them in the perlite, the whole thing would be molded.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
I bought some myself this year, and I haven't used it yet because I was still using the perlite. But I bought some basically the same stuff, some type of clay shit. I
Yeah.
keep meaning to
I don't know.
switch over, but these fucking things started laying eggs sooner than I thought they would.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just like the way it looks too. It's especially for like viewing the animal right after they hatch. You can just see them.
Yeah,
I feel like better on the clay. It looks more natural, I guess.
Yeah.
for sure.
Do you suspend them up in the air or do you just kind of bury them in there?
No, I just have them like a quarter of the egg buried inside the clay.
Okay. Yeah, because who told? I think it was like the person I got him from. He was when I told him I finally got eggs for the first time. He's like, "All right, this is what you do, boom, boom, and then don't bury them in there." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "No, because they'll just rot and everything." I'm like, "Okay." I
I
was like,
tried I tried the suspended method at first, and
"Yeah."
all my eggs dried out.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking
so
wood.
I don't know.
They bury them in the wild. Why the fuck wouldn't you?
Yeah. Exactly. I don't like. I mean, we always hear different shit, right? Like I said,
Well,
I've
and it
been.
depends on the container too. Like if you're gonna have them in a container that has holes, you need to completely cover the egg.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
it's a sealed container, then you can leave it just sitting
Yeah.
on top of it, and they're gonna get all the moisture and the humidity from the air.
Yeah, and that's what I did. I have one. I had a sealed container. I didn't have any poke any holes in mine or anything. I just used a hatch right. Put the little egg, those little egg, little crates or whatever, little dividends. Put that in there. Set them on top, and they all hatched out for me.
Yeah,
I might experiment this year to see if the other way works as well. Because I mean, long as the egg hatches, that's all that really matters.
yeah. Well,
So if there's
I want to get some of the sim containers that actually like seal.
yeah,
Because I tried using the sim container mini or micro or whatever, and it
yeah,
has it works for like the leaf tail eggs because those ones have ventilation in the cups, but
okay,
it didn't work for the Strophs because it has like ventilation on it on the top, and it doesn't
yeah.
like completely seal. So
Yeah, I just got the red line ones. Boom, got those. They were good to go.
yeah, I'm just using like Tupperware that has like locking latches on each
Yeah.
side.
My broke ass got the eBay ones.
Yeah,
They don't have
Yeah,
holes
that's
in
I
them
mean,
though.
I
price
have.
for the bigger
That's what
sim
I use
containers.
those for my chihuahuas, but I don't do the sim method. I bury them inside the in the Pangea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, what was I about to say? I don't know anymore.
I really never
Is there any
used these things. I bought them, used them once, everything died. I fucking never used them again.
So have you noticed any kind of is there any kind of health concerns that people should know about, or is there any like is there any anything mandatory people should know that they must do in order to keep these geckos?
Yeah, you must have overhead heat in UVB.
Yeah.
That is a must. No matter what stage of life the gecko is in, it absolutely needs heat. In the 90s,
Yeah.
at least, and UVB 6% Arcadia or higher. I've seen a lot of people have the trouble to where they'll run just UVB or something on the top of the tank, or they'll be giving, and like the tank will be in the 80s, and like, yeah, they'll survive, but if you want to try to breed them at all, they're not going to breed if they're just have an ambient temperature in the 80s. The females, especially, they like to get really hot.
Yeah.
When they're cooking eggs, they like to sit directly under the heat and bake themselves, essentially. But other than that, I mean, I haven't really come across any like health issues with them in that sense. I've been sprayed a couple times,
I was gonna I should ask you that one. And all it
but it's
smells like
never
is a
been
stink
anything
bomb.
like crazy. What was that?
I said it smells like a stink bomb to me.
Yeah, and it's if you wash it off your hands right away and not let it sit and linger, it's not going to smell that long.
Yeah.
Unless they like get it all over the enclosure and stuff like that, then you're going to need to clean the enclosure. But if they just get it on, because like I've had it happen to where I'll just be going to grab the gecko and they just won't want to come off the branch, and my hand will be like over their back and they'll just lift their tail up real quick and squirt the inside of my hand, and that's it.
I can't get over how much of like a diversity there is in like appearance. Some of these things are beautiful, man.
Yeah, so that's the female. So that's what she looks like fired down.
That's crazy because I love the fire down look for most geckos. Like when I see even like a gargoyle gecko, when I see them fired down and then I can see all those like blotches and things like that,
Yeah.
that makes me love that gecko. When I see them fired down, like fired up is cool, but when I see this right here, that's a totally different, like you can see all the saturation in that tail.
It's a little ghost.
Yeah, exactly. Like my
like
male that I have.
Colors get darker, like the bright
Yeah.
colors get darker and the dark colors get brighter. And she fires up. That's the one that had the orange on her tail, right? It's like a yellowish orange.
Yeah.
And right here, it almost looks like a dark, like a deep red almost.
Well, so the one, are you talking about the one that had the male and the female in the video?
Oh yeah, that's a different animal than
Yeah,
ours.
those
That's
were, those ones are yellow. They're more of like a goldy yellow. This is the only animal that I have that is actually orange. Yeah, so that was her as well.
Oh man, damn. Yeah.
It was?
So how many
So
times have you got
this
sprayed?
year's?
I've gotten sprayed like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah. I've been sprayed only like once, and that was like a hatchling like coming, like I was removing a hatchling from the incubator. It's the only time I ever get, well, not once, but it's the only time I do get sprayed is when they come out the. I mean, I get it, you're freaked out.
Yeah.
So, but other
I
than
only
that,
had that one panic cotta baby that had like an attitude with me. All the other ones have been super chill.
So between all the species that you keep, which ones are pretty spazzy and which ones are pretty chill for you?
The ones that are the most skittish are definitely the elder, just because there's so much of a smaller gecko. So full-grown adults, they're like as long as like my finger, like that, head to like with the tail, and they're not very thick. They're like little jelly beans. They're tiny little geckos.
Yeah. So
because of that, and because they're more of like a ground dwelling, they hide deep in grass and only come out when they know it's safe. They're a little more skittish in that sense. But like during the day, if they don't want to be seen, they'll make sure that they're not seen. They do pretty good of like camouflaging. They'll just be on a single stick. They'll notice you and they'll just rotate their body around the stick to match where you're not looking, so you can't see them. But other than that, I mean, they're pretty chill. Yeah. The only times they've ever like sprayed me is when I've like gone in and they're like doing their own thing and disturbed their peace. And the first time I ever got sprayed actually was from my male Tainacata when he got shipped in. It was right when I got him out of the box. I put him in his cup up on the rack, and I was like walking by getting the tank ready and set up, and as I was walking by, he like sprayed inside the cup. And like some of it got out of the hole and onto my arm.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, what's that funky ass smell?
Well,
Is it poisonous? Is it like if it were to ingest it or an animal was?
It's like a
yeah,
deterrent,
so
right?
it's a mild irritant and it can make you sick. So like if it gets in your eyes, it's an irritant. If it gets in your mouth, it's an irritant and it can make you like I'm pretty sure it can get you sick.
Yeah, I'd imagine it. Nature wouldn't just have it. I mean, I guess smelling matters, but I'd bet it does more than just smell.
It smells, it's very gooey and sticky, and yeah, it has like a mild toxin in it.
Interesting.
Do they have claws? Because I noticed like when they try to, like whenever I had like one on my hands, they don't fucking stick at all. Like
Yeah.
they don't grip or anything. Like,
Yeah,
so you can't like just do any all this crap like you would like with another gecko, right?
So they have like the sticky pads. They don't have claws, but their sticky pads aren't like the New Caledonian gecko sticky pads to where they can just climb on any and every surface. It's more so designed to be gripping onto something that has texture. I'm pretty sure they have little tiny nails and claws,
like
at the
really
tip.
microscopic.
Yeah,
just to grip the wood.
Yeah, but other than that, their hands are super tiny. They don't really have like the suction cuppy gripness.
Yeah,
I think it's due to them being more of a desert dwelling species as well. They're not like with the humid. I think the humidity kind of helps the other geckos with their micro. It kind of like creates more of a vortex to things when they grab it, especially glass and stuff like that and plastic. These guys, they don't really have that. Are on glass and it gets wet, they're falling off the glass.
Yeah, I've noticed that plenty of times. But yeah. And that, I mean, just from that, like I said, when I had my Williams eye, I made those notes just because I couldn't put them in a 12 by 12 by 18 anymore. Because I had the female on one, like I said, she took that dive trying to get a cricket.
Yeah.
And she hit her head. And the next thing you know, for like a couple months, she would like always be on her back. And she wouldn't eat. And it was just like deteriorating and everything like that. So, yeah. I was writing notes. So do you have that Danny Brown book?
No, I actually don't have any books yet. I need to get some.
Dude, you gotta get books. What the hell? I'll email you that book. I got it on PDF.
I'm pretty sure I have one of them like pirated on my email, but that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll send you a PDF version of it if you want it.
Yeah, I'm down. I just have like a couple pages of like the incubation temps and all that stuff. Like I just have those pirated out of stuff that like pictures that people have sent me and shit.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to find any of the books recently. I haven't really done too much searching for them, but it's something I definitely need to get. I've been meaning to get.
I only have one book my damn self, man. I mean, it's just something you got to store, right? Like I wish if I owned my own house and I had a designated room and I could build a library, there's nothing better than turning a page, you know? But to store them and put them places and have them, it's like shit. Like, again, they're awesome to have. I love books in general, but if it's just an information thing, I could find it on the internet. You know, I could look it up or.
Yeah, that's the thing though. A lot of this shit you can't.
PDF books.
That's the thing though. A lot of the shit that's in these books you can't just look up for these species. So.
No.
It's either you know somebody that has the book and has experience and they're willing to help you and tell you what they know, or you have to go out and find that shit. And it's a lot harder than a lot of your other species.
Yeah.
I don't know, especially for like leaf tails, there really isn't any info for Australian leaf tails. Yep. The Carphodactylus laevis, there's no info whatsoever for the Aussie chameleon geckos.
Yeah. Huh. And I mean, that's what this podcast is for, though, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Get information out there like that. Like I said, we just had like Phil Shrimper on talking about Saltorius.
Yeah, I know. I watched that. That was a good podcast.
Yeah. You know, and then we had you on last time for Phylorus. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we're getting that information out.
These books? Why isn't anybody writing the books? Just lack of actual information.
Well, remember what Phil said, right?
Lack of the people that actually are going to sit down and buy and read the books, I think.
There you go, right there.
There's a lot. I mean, I hate to say it, I can't remember the last time I read a book about anything. Like, I go and I read the articles and stuff I find about these animals, but I don't know. It's just, I feel like it's something a lot of people have gone away from nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, people want like that instant information. They want to kind of look for it and everything like that. You know, I mean, for me, like I said, I naturalist that shit up. academia.edu, all that shit.
Yeah.
Like I said, and then if I get a book, I'm good on that one too. Like I'm starting to. I said I had a conversation with Zav about these Cerdodactylus zebricus. Like I said, they come from fucking Thailand. I've been to Thailand, and people keep telling me like, oh, they're room temp, room temp. I'm like, do you know how fucking hot Thailand is? God, that's just like
It's a
Louisiana. Yeah, it's like Louisiana in the summer. You know, it's like fuck. Like,
Yeah.
why do y'all say this to me? Like, I mean, we got a person coming on to talk about them, so I want to ask those questions. But right now, ever since I added heat to this tank, and she's already looking plump already.
Oh
So I
yeah.
was like, all right, bet.
Do you have her
So
paired up
I'm
with a
hoping I
male?
can. Yeah.
Do you keep them together year round?
I'm planning on to.
Okay.
And we'll see. I mean, if I see any kind of like bullying or whatever, I'll go ahead and I'll just separate them.
Yeah.
But no, for right now, they're just staying together. Just no, that's how they were from the previous owner. So that's how I'm gonna keep them right now. But like I said, I'm giving them heat. And it's not even a lot of heat. It's just enough to make the air feel kind of swampy.
Yeah.
Right.
Shit.
So spray them down a little bit. I put a little 25-watt halogen on there, and they got plenty of highs to go. If they want to get out of there, but they just feel that humidity and that swamp like feeling. Like I said, I've been there, and as soon as I got off that boat because I was in the Navy, I'm sweating my ass off.
Shit.
Hell yeah, that shit is no joke. So I was like, yeah, this room temp shit. No, like I said, and room temp is subject to variability as well. Because, like I said, room temp is subject to variability to each person's own opinion.
Exactly.
Because my room temp could be different from Ant's room temp, from your room temp. So,
well, yeah, like here in the summer, my room temp out here is 85.
Yeah,
that's my ambient room temp, 80 to 85, with all the heat bulbs and shit on.
I set a 76 right now. Fuck that.
Yeah, but then you go to my bedroom and the ambient temp is at like 72, 73.
See, they're all different. I'd rather have facts than someone say a room temp species. No, give me some information, give me some data on that stuff.
Details,
to where, yeah, exactly.
That's the biggest problem with the gecko stuff in general is everybody's trying to relate keeping and husbandry to a specific person's unique environment, where you can't just replicate someone's unique environment. It's the animal they need to worry about. And that's why I always preach nature is the proxy. Fuck what Joe Schmo's doing. Look at what the natural environment is.
Yeah. And that's kind of like why I have everything set up the way I have it set up. During the summer out here, it literally is like Australia. It's hot and dry.
Yeah.
For months on end.
Yep.
So, and then in my bedroom, you go in and it's cool and humid for all the leaf tails and shit like that. So
exactly.
I just try to replicate the entire room to what the animal needs, rather than just a little tank.
It's easier. It is. It's so much easier.
Well, yeah, especially on the scale that we have everything.
Small.
Yeah,
it could change in a fucking second. You know.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much have to do it that way in the sense on the scale that we have the animals.
Yeah,
absolutely. And it makes it easier because even though, like, your room parameters may not be the exact parameters you want in that tank, but it gives you a good baseline. It gives you it's better all. You're gonna have an easier time trying to get a tank at, say, 82 degrees and 70% humidity if your room is already 70 degrees and 50% humidity versus 62 degrees in your room and you're trying to get the tank up to 8. It's just too many variables, man.
Yeah. It's a lot easier to get an animal warmer in a cooler room than it is to drop temps.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So we coming up on the end. It's Saturday night. I know we all want to go do some shit. So where can everybody?
Shaw Strickland. Let's go, Strickland.
I ain't got nothing to do but build tanks.
Well, shit, you got something to do right there, man. I'm gonna hopefully go look for some eggs here in a minute.
Hell yeah. I still got about like 2 weeks till everything starts coming up out of cooling.
Yeah. Like I said, Arizona, like I said, we're already in the 80s, so my cooling is done.
Well, that's why it's been cold here and it's been staying cool. So it kind of helped out. I lucked out starting the cooling period later because the females were laying eggs still.
And now I got a
So
question
I'm
for
hoping.
you, since before we end real quick.
Yeah.
Since you mentioned it, when you bring them out of brumation, what do you do and how do you take your animals out of brumation? You can't just go and turn everything up at once, right?
No, yeah. So I'm pretty much gonna do the exact same thing I did to drop them. I'm just gonna
It's reverse.
start with 4 hours of heat a day, and then just ramp it up an hour every single week. And then once I'm up to 12 hours, I'm gonna feed everything. Well, I'm gonna be feeding the entire time. But once I'm up to 12 hours for like a week, and everything's been fed pretty heavy for that week at full temps, then I'm gonna start pairing everything.
Okay.
Nice. All right. So I said we already asked you some of those questions that we asked before, so we're not going to kind of get into. I guess. I mean,
Okay.
So where do you see yourself like in these next few years? I know you said you want to move down to Texas.
Yeah.
When you planning on trying to do that?
I'm thinking probably in the next like 2 years. That's like the
Yeah.
goal.
Yeah. What part?
So my family lives in New Braunfels. It's in
Okay,
between
nice.
San Antonio and Austin.
Nice.
It's
yeah,
like
hell
30,
yeah.
40 minutes to either city. It's
Yeah.
literally right in the middle.
Austin's awesome.
Yeah, so my grandparents, they have a house there, and then same with my parents and my brother and sister. They live about like 20 minutes from my parents, a little more out into the country than my grandparents. My parents live more in the country. But I don't know, I'm trying to convince my parents to get land out there.
Hell yeah.
No choice.
said,
You're not making more
No
land.
shit,
I promise you that. You could buy some land,
Right.
buy some land there.
Yeah.
You're not making more of it.
Well, that would be a
Yeah.
cool thing too, because if they were able to get land like that, if you can get in Texas over like 10 or 15 acres, you can use it as hunting land as well.
Okay. Nice.
So that would kind of be like maybe a goal in the future. Try to get some land, turn it into a whole hunting thing, and then just have like my reptiles and then maybe some
Do you
livestock
hunt?
and stuff as well.
Do you
And just
hunt?
take care of all the animals and shit. What's that?
Do you hunt? Do you hunt?
Kinda. I haven't like in a while, but my
You gotta
dad
talk,
and brother
kid.
do.
You're talking to a crazy white boy right here, man. Let's go.
Yeah, my dad and brother hunt quite a bit out there. My dad's like gone boar hunting and a bunch of shit. I think they were going
Nice.
hunting this week.
That's big in Texas too.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Tex got a lot of good hunting, boy.
Yeah, I think they were going dove hunting either this week or next week or something too. My dad and brother.
There you go.
But yeah, that would be a long-term goal. Turn that into like a whole
Damn.
facility
Some
shit,
bank,
and
man.
build up
Destination
my
ranch,
own.
you know, destination hunting ranch down there. There's quite a few of them, but fuck, there's always room for more.
Yeah,
Start feeding your fucking deer, man. Get some fucking animals on your property.
that'd be cool. That would be like ideal, but even if it can just get some land, that way I can just go out there and just build pretty much anything I need for all the animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Matt said you need to go to the Midwest. It's too fucking cold for that shit.
Get outta here.
It's cold in Texas too over the winter. It gets cold out there, but
Fuck
yeah, I mean, overall that's kind of my goal. I want to get out there. I want to take all the animals out there and kind of build a whole, like, I guess, reptile breeding operation for all the Aussie and rare stuff. That way I can start keeping stuff outdoors and stuff as well. Get into like monitors and shit like that.
Nice.
Try to get into everything because I love the geckos, but I love the bigger animals too. Like working with the monitors and stuff that Brandon has at the shop here in Glendora, I just like have a whole different appreciation and love for those animals as well. So
Yeah. Which ones do you want to work
get
with?
out of here and get some more space? That's my goal. I want to get into some Odatria,
Okay.
and then maybe like a Bell's phase or something, like a lace monitor.
Yeah, imagine I have a pen outside with some lace monitors in that motherfucker, boys.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Ooh.
Try to figure out a way to get a
Nice.
parenti.
Hey, you built like a special sanctuary. You got one of them permits. It's
Yeah.
not impossible, you know.
Yeah, that would be cool. I don't know. I really like big cats and stuff too. So who knows?
Texas is a spot to be, kid.
Yeah, exactly. I know my
And I love
family would
fucking
definitely
Texas.
be.
Man.
What's that?
I said I left fucking Texas. Well, I left Texas to go work in Africa. So difference.
Oh shit. Okay.
Got a big cat you want
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Right,
know.
yeah.
I don't know. I
Oh,
know
shit.
my family definitely would be dead set against like having big cats and shit, but that would be cool.
You tell them after you get them, naturally.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Get
It's
some
easier
caracal
for
stuff.
forgiveness than to ask for it.
Yeah, and I mean, not so much like big cats like tigers and lions and shit, but like the smaller big cats, like
Yeah,
bobcats
lynx.
and caracals and shit like that.
They're fucking cool.
So yeah, if I can get
All right.
out there on some land, that would be dope. Open up a bunch of shit like that and just keep all kinds of different animals, reptiles, and mammals.
That's what's up. Definitely looking forward to that, man.
Yeah, and just have a herd of
All right, brother.
house cats as well.
Yeah. All right. So where can everybody find you at, man?
Same thing, just Instagram and Facebook, Lando. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I still don't have a morph market. I'll probably be creating one pretty soon, posting up a couple of the Ciliaris and Williams Eye, if anything. But who knows? I have a couple trades and stuff in the works with a couple people, so we'll see on that.
Nice.
But yeah, those are the only two.
Gonna vend shows?
Instagram and Facebook. Yeah, hopefully by the end of this year we can get out to one of the super shows or something like that out here, either the Pomona or
That's what's up.
Anaheim one or something like that.
That's what's up. Yeah.
We'll see.
I'm gonna try to
I don't
get
know.
out to that summer one.
I want to try to get out to like Tinley or Daytona or something this year, next year too.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
I've only
I'm
ever
definitely trying to
been
make
to
that
the-
October one this year.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
We all gonna stay at Matt's house,
Go raid the salamander caves.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna be out this joint, y'all. Everybody have a great day, night, evening, whenever you listen to this. It will be released Thursday, so stay tuned. You listen to it on your way to work, on your way home, wherever you want. Everybody have a great night.
Sweet.
Peace.
All right, cool.
Yo, creeping in the dark, life nocturnal, dark and dark, both paths arboreal to terrestrial. Sticky toes gripping forest students that explore. Listen close, Gecko podcast, that's knowledge galore. Reptile talk, host Anthony and Jason. Trade secrets flow, no time wasted. From tropics to town, it's sight raining. With every chat, reptile game changing. Escaping heat waves, tan under rays, desert sand echoes, sun blazing days. Little hustlers, camouflage and maze, catch them speaking wisdom, the wild on replay. Reptile talk, host Anthony and Jason. Trade secrets flow, no time wasted. From tropics to town, it's sight raining. With every chat, reptile game changing. Sculling through the leaves, shadows unseen. Master of the skies, chameleon dream. Lizard tails flip, script getting clean. Gecko exchange, true reptile fiends. Reptile talk, host Anthony and Jason. Trade secrets flow, no time wasted. From tropics to town, it's sight raining. With every chat, reptile game changing. Scuttling through the leaves, shadows unseen. Master of disguise, chameleon dream. Lizard tails flip, script getting clean. Gecko exchange, true reptile fiends. Reptile talk, host Anthony and Jason. Trade secrets flow, no time wasted. From tropics to town, it's sight raining. With every chat, reptile game changing. believe, shadows unseen, master of disguise, chameleon dream. Lizard tails flip, script getting clean. Gecko exchange, true reptile fiends. Reptile talk, host Anthony and Jason. Trade secrets flow,